Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Habakkuk, double honor to the apostles and the elders of the men of Great Millstone, the men of GMS, who rule well, teach well. They got the absolute 144% truth. And those are the men who I learned this truth from. Right? They got the true breakdown of the Bible. Right? And it's not of them, it's of Yahweh Shai. All right? And I want to say peace, love, and mercy and safety to the hopeful elect. And I want to get into how are the hidden things of Esau searched up, all right? Roughly paraphrasing that scripture, all right? Because I remember like around like 2016, 17, 18, right when I got out of high school, man, all right? I was deep into conspiracy videos, man, and it was crazy to me how people didn't know, the so-called Illuminati or just, the truth, man. I didn't discover, the actual truth, the man of Great Millstone on down, the new song, but, I was learning about, the wickedness of this world, the Illuminati so-called, all right, the Boule, all right, all the blood sacrifices, the meaning of all these symbols that you see, the one eye, the pyramid, all this and that, and then I was also dove into, the scriptures, but, on that Christianity stuff, man, because I didn't know better, but, there was, fluoride in the water, all this stuff, all the, the wickedness of this world, man, that I was blinded to. The Lord was unveiling that veil off of me, man, all right, as you other brethren, as the Lord did with the other brethren too, all right, but like around then, that was my time, and I remember, I think it was like 2018, 17, people were saying Illuminati, it was like a trend, it was like Illuminati confirmed, and that was Esau, that was his damage control from people, exposing the truth, YouTube wasn't as censored back then, now it is, you can't say lickety split, you can't even say certain words unless your channel's gonna be taken down, there's some things you can't say, all right, and certain men can't do and say without them getting killed, that's what time we're in, man. We're in the time of the famine of the word, the beginning of the famine of the word, all right, slack you, but but like it's evident now that everybody knows the truth, man. Everybody hears the truth, all right. They hear the men of Great Millstone, all right. They hear the truth about the Bible. They hear about all the wickedness about this place. Everybody knows now. It's just, well, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna choose wickedness or suffer for righteousness' sake, man? All right. It's mainstream. It's household knowledge now, man. That that people know the wickedness of Babylon the Great, America, man. How this place actually runs. It's mainstream media. It's apparent now, man. Just like the heir apparent, king, after Queen Elizabeth died. Who was next? The heir apparent. And it's heir apparent now. That this truth, and that this is indeed the truth, man. That America, Babylon the Great. America is Babylon the Great. The so-called white man's the devil. And it's lucky. And America's going down, man. All these prophecies written in this book is coming to fruition. This whole truth is exactly that, the truth, man. People are finding out, and there's nothing else makes sense. I've always been saying that, and it hits home. Nothing else makes sense. What else makes sense? Christianity don't make sense. Atheism don't make sense. Buddhism, Kemet, you're your own God. All the, nothing else makes sense but what's being preached out of the mouths of the men of Great Millstone on down, which is through the spirit and power, which is from the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Okay? And going back to the main scripture that I was talking about, how are the things of Esau searched up? How is his hidden things brought to the light? Roughly paraphrasing, man. It's through it's prophesied, man. It was destined from the beginning of time that this truth was gonna come out. That the truth about this place, about this wicked ass place, America, man, and this wicked kingdom, all right, it was gonna be brought to the light, all right. It was destined. It was ordained. It was gonna happen no matter what. All right. All the hidden things, because like that's what Esau is, man. Or he hides things, man. He does things in secret. All right. Roughly paraphrasing, man. We all know that scripture. All right. Crafty counsel. He does all the things in secret. He passes these laws, but it doesn't hit mainstream media. All right. It gets blown under the rug. Not roughly paraphrasing. Kicked under the rug. Esau does these things in secret. What's up? What shall be preached? What shall be done in dark shall be yelled out in the housetops. Roughly paraphrasing, man. So no matter what you say and do, no matter who you are, everything that's done in the darkness is going to be brought to the light. All right, it's going to be brought to the forefront. And everybody's going to know, no matter what you did. And that goes for Esau, the elect, Yahweh Bashim Shai, even you regular old day people, man. Everything's, so there's nothing to hide, man. There's nothing else for you to do but to fall back into your lot and have, and pray to Yahweh Bashim Shai that He will have mercy upon you, man. All right, and you won't get, receive the wrath of the Lord instead of the mercy. You don't want to receive wrath. All right, that's why you suffer now for righteousness' sake and receive that eternal reward. All right, instead of chilling now, having a good time now, then have that eternal forever shame and contempt. Because that's what's going to happen to the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. 2/3, the majority of our people, they're going to die and be reborn again into the kingdom of heaven through the seed line of the hopeful elect who are going to survive in Jacob's trouble. And they're going to be reborn, and they're going to remember. The Lord's going to bring back to remembrance all the bad and wicked things that they've done in this time, man. All right? And they're going to have that everlasting contempt and shame, and they're going to remember, even though they're going to receive the new bodies, man. All right, a little one shall be like David in that time. All right, even though we're gonna be as gods, we're gonna be gods, we're not gonna be Yahweh, but we're gonna be as God. But the 2/3 of our nation, they're not gonna have as much fun as the elect, knowing that, man, that they was fucking up, in their past life, man. All right, even though they're gonna enjoy the kingdom, the blessing, still having forever shame. Shoot, that's one thing. That's one of my nightmares, man. That's a nightmare of mine, a fear of mine. Yeah, we should fear Yahweh Shemi Shai, but that part of that fear is, the Lord could put that everlasting shame upon you. He can, you don't know if you're of the elect or not. No one knows who the elect are until that time comes, until our change comes. I think thinks that scripture in Job. I will wait all my days until my change comes, man. Until we're changed into those new bodies and be like as Yahweh Shai and be joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. That's all we should be focused on, man. And all these things that are, just everything going on, man. It's so clear. It's so vivid now, man. Everything, everything, man. I mean, everything. Everything was hid in darkness. I thought I was, the only one who knew about the wickedness of this world. Now look, everybody knows. Even my cat knows. I'm just playing, but everybody knows what's going on in this place. That the white man's the devil, etc. All this wickedness in this place, man. I even talk to the demon that I'm talking to. The woman I'm talking to. about Queen Elizabeth, and she said, we both agreed upon, she was a closeted witch, and I'm like, I was surprised, because like if I bring up that topic, a couple years ago to somebody of the world or her, people would think I'm crazy, man, for even thinking that, man. But the Lord is revealing all things, man. There's nothing hid that shall be brought to the light, man. Roughly paraphrasing, the Lord is revealing everything. Everything, man. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing in the world, man. I want to leave it at that. I pray that this was edifying to the whole collective. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, DTA, Bababal. Until next time, I'm going to say shalom.